I'm doing my live now.
What's that supposed to mean?
What did you say?
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't know if you don't know. Hello. You make me.
Pull a chair in.
Hi guys.
Pull a chair in.
Yes. Hi family. One Farron. Bless you, Farron. In the house, Boxing Barry in the house. Bless up, Farron. It's nice to have you join me, man. It's really nice. Good to me. Welcome, Uncle Mark. Welcome to you, my beautiful family member. I don't know what these Shanae. Shanae, yeah? Listen, I love having you on here, but I really don't get all these little kiddies with Instagram accounts. Shanae, how old are you? Tell everyone how old you are, Shanae. Tyson Fury just confirmed the AJ fight. Damn straight, Boxing Barry. Damn straight. Just waiting for everyone to come on board. What's good? It's all good. It's all good. That's the Queen. Queen don't want to join us this week, you know. Long time Mark. Yeah, Query, Christine. I'll find out who you are. Why is it a long time? Good to me. Yes, Mark. Family tree. Easy Uptown _bullies. Big up the Ricketts family. Big up the Ricketts family. Long time. Rashawn Michael. Is that my Rashawn? Rashawn from Parkview. Yes, Les. Big up, man. James. Yes, James. Everyone noticed I didn't advertise nothing about the 7 o'clock today, did I? Because I weren't sure I was gonna do it. Yes, Queenies. I've set this up. I took so much time.
That's because you didn't do it properly, Mr.
I did
Prince.
it really well, babe, until you touched it and smashed it all up.
What?
Yeah, look now.
What did you do? Why didn't you let me fix it? Here, take it.
Yeah, let me do the thing, man. Everything's crisp now, trust me.
It's not. Don't know, baby.
Oh, rotted. Why are you that, Daz?
You just don't know how to use a stand.
Daz is the best, you know. I've been struggling with this stand for ages.
Ask for help.
Hey.
Ask for help.
I've been struggling for ages with this stand. All using the laptop to prop it up and everything. Daz just coming and twazzle up something and the thing's all sorted. Oh my gosh. Isn't it, Shaz? If I laugh, yes? Here to serve, back in all the way. Of course you are, Les. You the best, champ. You my brother from another mother. The greatest white boy on the planet. My guy, Les.
Sorry.
Let me see. Big up, Prince. Yeah, big up, George. Big up. I wasn't going to come on today, you know. Why you just... You're
not sure I could just...
Nudging me. Nudging me. She didn't want to come on the platform. And now she's rinsing me like UFC. Oh my God. We've got Ultimate Fighter over here.
Sure.
Isha, you coming on today? I hope Isha's like, yay, look, she just joined. Isha, we're laughing already. Already, yeah, she's helped me fix the phone on the stand. I didn't know I was propping up with the laptop. Then she's given me some UFC elbows and ribs in the belly to get going, get started. And she didn't want to come on, you know, so I'm so happy to have you on this week, darling. I really am. She just didn't have the energy. I can't blame her. Good evening, Mark and Des. Good evening, Isha, my darling.
Good evening, Isha.
Have you received the message that I sent you?
Yes, she has. So I think she replied
Excellent,
to you.
excellent. Isha's so awesome. Since Isha's been on this platform, how many times as a guest? she's added so much value to other people's lives, and they've already just started just feedback into her how awesome input has been in their lives. So anybody else that needs family support, that needs some life coaching, some guidance, you know, Isha is the one. With just really woman power, easy Isha, yeah. She will sell it way better than me, but she's just incredible. So Isha's been great. My boxing people on here, Buatsi versus Santos this weekend. We saying Buatsi versus Santos.
Hey, Makai, you alright?
Makai, yes, Makai. Hey, Coach Prince and Daz. Easy, Makai. How's the racing going, bruv? You know, I did line you up with some the right kind of people. Just let me know what's going on with that. If it's not flowing the way you need, let's go back to the drawing board. Makai's a young person that we delivered a program to, Future Champions program to, and he's just such a constructive young man. He just wants to take all that knowledge and information and become someone who uses potential. So big up Makai, and he wants to get into racing. Like, what's that guy's name? Hamilton. Yeah, he's going to be the next Hamilton, Makai is. So let's big up Makai, everyone. I'll tell you why I didn't advertise that I was going to come on this week, because you know you guys always, Santos' record was padded more than, okay. More than so far. No, Barry, no.
That's wrong.
Seriously, easy freezing at Bones. It's not easy being Freezy. Freezy's coming on. We love having you.
Can you tell us why you weren't going to come on?
Yeah, I wasn't going to come on. My son's anniversary of his death is on Tuesday. It's been a really, really tough time. But what's made it amazing is all the work we put in for the last 18 months, just working towards this moment where we can really create that legacy for Cayenne and share it with you guys. So please look out for it. You'd have to be under a rock, hiding somewhere to miss what's going down on a Tuesday anyway. But I just wanted to stay committed, because some people message me and talk to me about how much this Sunday Live really has an impact on them every week, just kind of lifting their spirits and just being able to share, have a laugh. And for me, I love seeing Cayenne in the background in the picture. Rest in peace, my son. Amazing body. I always big up my boys. 15, you know, look at him.
Hi, Freezy. I'm very good, my dear.
Yes.
You're welcome. The pictures look, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because she's got her own company. She's got her own photography company, so she's going to come out with the best pictures for you, Freezy. So anytime you need some business with photography, please, my wife's niche is birth photography, but she's just amazing, and she even makes me look good in pictures. So guys, please, big shout out to Mama Prince in the picture next to Cayenne. It's my mum's birthday this month as well, May. So that added to everything. I've not, had not had my mum's birthday come up and she's not been here. So it's been a real tough time. It's really been quite emotional and tough, but we just keep going. We just keep going. We don't try and ignore the fact that there's pain and there's hurt. We register it and know, and we're aware of it, and let the tears flow. Sometimes I like calling it bleeding out. Doctor, talk about your podcast show page so we can all go and follow. I certainly will, Freezy. I'll talk about the Dr. Prince show coming up. But I just wanted to share how we deal with some of this grief that I know it's not just me. Many of you guys have lost loved ones, are going through some really trying, troubling times. And a lot of people don't know how. They often look at me and think, how does Prince keep going, keep giving, keep loving, keep sharing, keep making a difference and inspiring? It's how you process the story of what's happened to you. So I don't process it like it's happened to me. I process it like it's happened for me. So I'm going to take all the positives that my mum has left with her life. Nice, Paul Bryden's joining us. That's one of our guests. Aisha's going to join us. She'll be there about 7:15. She's going to join us. This is about other people's lives, really, once again. It's never really about me or Dad's. It's about other people, and we want to inspire and reflect on lives. We just want to remember the people that matter in our lives, the people that have been lost over the time that we've had COVID for whatever reason, because many people have died during COVID and it hasn't been COVID. It's just, you know, Dana Belafonte, my friend from school that I grew up with, like a family member to us. God rest her soul. We're praying for her, Rochelle, her daughter, Ashton, her son, her family, Jeff, her partner. 50 years old, she would have been 50. Now, I was 2 years above her. I'm 52, and my friend's just like that, just gone. It's just weird. Like, you can't get your head around it. It's so deep. And I know that other people are dealing with these stuff as well in their life and their family. And it's really difficult to pull something positive out of so much pain that we're suffering. But somehow, if we process the story in a positive way, draw something out of it that can lead us in the right direction, that we can take from. One of the things I took from the death of like my mom, my son, things going on in my life, was that we put so much importance on minor things and they really don't matter. You know, I saw this woman jump out of her car today and just go nuts. Why? Because a van in front reversed, didn't see her, and knocked her car and knocked the lights or the bumper. Just something minor that wouldn't really cost a lot of money to deal with. She had a ute next to her in the car, but everyone was all right, you know. And instead of just thanking God, her ute's all right, everyone's all right, she just went off. Easy Steve-O the Madman, we love you, bro. Everyone supports Steve-O the Madman. He's kicking off. He's just really, really a blessing. His family, check him out and you see why I'm talking to you about Steve-O the Madman. We love you, Steve-O, bro. And she kicked off so hard just because the guy reversed and knocked her car. I would have been grateful. Yeah, he was an idiot. But it wasn't worth. She went off, phoned her man straight away, get down here. Like, I'm thinking, like, seriously? Like, you don't know what happens when you phone your man. I don't know who the guy was. It could have been her partner, somebody else, but she phoned someone. It was obviously a guy to come down. Like, some of the decisions we make when we're emotionally driven are the worst decisions we can make.
Ever.
We're emotionally driven, and we make decisions that can alter the path of our lives forever.
That's true.
We could find ourselves looking back on it thinking, boy, like, I wish I didn't even make that phone call. It wasn't even that deep. It's a car. I'm not her. She was going off, effing this. Even the guy behind who needed to pass after about 10, 15 minutes, because her car was cool. It was just a little thing on the front. You just move your car out of the way, let people continue. She was like, effing, I don't busy about your car, rare. It's like the world's just going off. They're just losing their mind. It's like no one's got no thought for anyone. The love for people's just evaporating. It's just sad. So I just want to encourage everybody on that's come on the live now to just try not to allow your emotions to drive your decisions. And as my wife says, just take control of your life. You know, I've seen how Farron deals with the feds when they draw him up and he's trying to be out there taking knives off the utes. Check out what Farron's doing, and he's just trying to do something positive, and you know the feds are always on him and whatnot. But you have to stay calm, and he's not emotionally driven and getting caught up in the whole vibe of it. So well done for that, Farron, showing the youths how to be cool in situations and how to deal with the feds as well, because we need more examples of that. How do you deal with feds when they're unfairly keeping you? We have to take the time to respond rather than react.
That's
beautifully put, Isha. We have to take the time to respond rather than react. And that takes a moment of thinking first, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because we often just go with this flood of emotion. And I really know this because it was driving me to kill at one point, you know. So, real tough. But Boatsi, okay, cool. So, basically, Boxing Barry saying that was like, that weren't ready. And I suppose, does he deserve to have that fight? Because he's been out for how long? It's not easy. And the last time he was out for like nearly a year, he fought a taller, rangy guy that was a tough fight, closed his eye. You know, it's difficult. It's real tough in boxing right now. And you've got to take these fights that they've given you because you've been out for so long. You need to get paid and you need a fight. But it doesn't happen, so it puts fighters at risk as well, especially the prospects who they're trying to look after and build up. This is a business. It's a business at the end of the day, guys. So you have to develop, look after your investment and matchmaking the right way so your guy can become the #1 and a champion. Breath. Is that me breathing? You said I'm not taking a breath. Because if that's what you are saying, my missus says that to me on the regular. I'm not taking a breath. Okay,
do you want to kick it off and just...
Yeah, I do. Okay, welcome everyone to Love Alive. Listen, I'm going to lock you in the cage, bruv, because you're just getting annoying. Birds is annoying. I don't know if anyone else has got a bird. I bought it for my missus, and boy, I tell you, I ain't saying
Well, you
that.
tell you. Tell you what.
I ain't saying that.
Say something.
I love Waxy, you're damn right. His career been a little slower than I thought. Definitely. Why isn't my man looking after him? Why isn't he like a fighter that's always busy out there? Why isn't he being a main event card yet? Why hasn't he been built up properly when he's such a great fighter? Look at the way he is well schooled and he's a quality prospect. How can you leave him out for 8 months? That's not good enough. I wouldn't be trusting Eddie on that basis if that was my promoter and had me as a top prospect like that out for such long gaps, but you got bills out there and fights. I don't know what, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree, and if I am, sorry Eddie, but get Boatsi out there regularly. You said in an interview you would have Boatsi fighting for a world title when his new trainer Virgil Hunter said he would maybe in about 3-4 fights, which is wise because he has not been fighting regular enough to be able to demonstrate and build up all of his skills like that. It's a fight game. Your career is long, Eddie. Your career is forever, amen. Fighters' careers ain't. So we have to build and take care of them appropriately. So I didn't like that when I saw that in the interview, Eds. Please take care of Boatsi a little bit better, bro. That'd be really nice to see. And isn't Anthony Joshua managing him? Isn't he under one of his promotions? Yeah, I think he is. So, Anthony as well. Just like that he's such a blessing as well, man. So, do your thing, AJ, and really take care of Boatsi. He could be a really great future star if you take care of him. So, there's a book I want to tell you about. It's called 39 Weeks Behind School Gates. It's a book by Juliet Bremer. Juliet Bremer. Please get that book. Parents, especially with your kids, you will find out what's really going on in the schools with teachers, headmasters, all of that. She's leaked it, spoke about it, kept it real, talked about the children, the challenges for teachers. You really get a good understanding about the challenges for teachers. It's funny, it's sad, it's revealing. It's just a great book. 5 years since he was the most exciting boxer at 20. Yeah, Olympics, yeah, for real. So please get that book. Juliet Bremer, great book. We talked about that. Has anyone seen that video with the parking attendant Jeff, where the guy attacked him? That WhatsApp clip. Anyone seen that one? And tell me what you think about it. Do you remember when the dad, what they call them, the ticket guys?
Attendants.
Parking attendants. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he must have been trying to check one girl at school, and saying to the dad he didn't know that she was 15. But how many women over 18 are wearing school uniform and leaving the school and walking, you know, home. Like, I just don't get it. So the guy must have punched him up because he pushed his daughter down, like, trying to escape, took his number. It was quite horrible. So I don't know if anyone else has seen it. If you've seen it, let me know. I know you did, Les. You saw it. Yeah, waves. Ticket guys laugh out loud. Yeah, well, actually, it's not funny when it's your daughter, bruv. And I just think that there's an attack on our young people. Like, I think that they're being sexualized, like, really early. Nobody wants to see them as little girls. And the society we live in, it's like we're trying to have our older little girls and boys just being way older than they are, not allowing them to go through that process of just being kids. So I just thought I would ask what anyone thought about it, because the dad banged him up, took his number, police came, whatever. But I just think that's a soft spot of mine that I'm really kind of distressed about, how we can have a criminal system that where when pedos get caught, they get sent back out in the community. When pedo's dad acted as a decoy, being okay. Yeah, so I'm just upset that we have a system that seems to slap pedos on the wrist. Like, for me, that's like, it's one of the most damaging crimes out there. Because what happens when you mess with a little child that way, those are the ones that have such a messed up life. They turn in self-harming, alcoholics, drug addicts. Their life journey is all messed up. I don't know if I've got someone online today that has gone through some things himself with abuse that might want to share it. I'm not saying anything because he might not. But if he does, that's brilliant. Come on board, share it. It's a difficult journey, and you know, you just find how it affects people, but you're not getting sentenced for the damage you're doing. These guys getting 6 months, put on a register, a year, maybe, and they're out. Like, you've just killed a young person. You've killed their mind. So I think more should be done about pedos and the psychological damage. It's lifelong. Yep. It really is, man. Yes, nice, Rachel. Thanks for joining us, darling. It really is. It's quite painful seeing a child being abused, because they go to school, no one knows, and they act up. We'll add you, bro. Not letting me send the request. Add me. I'll share.
That's it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
We'll do it, bro.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it soon. All right. Does he know rap? She just won't get this thing. Oh, my lovelies. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Charlotte, I've been so busy getting ready for Tuesday for my son's.
Did you get it, Paul?
I know you've been trying to get in contact with me, but I've had a minute. You should see my itinerary for.
Accept the invite, Paul.
Paul, you sent me the invite, my friend. And also I want to talk about bullying. Kids.
Oh, excellent. Here we go.
Bullying.
Where's my hat?
Is it Molly? Is it Molly, Paul?
What's going on, Dad?
Fashion.
Is it Molly, Paul?
What's happening, Mark?
You good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, bro.
Yeah, man. How you been?
I've been awesome, man, because you rang me about 50 times today, so I've been absolutely brilliant.
So Rachel, Paul would like to share his story. So that's one of the discussion today. Rachel asks, what's the
Oh, the discussion is it's two people. Paul's coming on to talk. I'm really, because Paul's gonna do a book. The book's gonna be a bestseller. And it's still on this journey. You're still on your journey, aren't you, Paul?
Yeah, mate. Like what you were saying there, it's a lifelong thing. It's definitely a lifelong thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
The stuff that happens to you as a child and you take on as a child, it's definitely a lifelong battle.
It is.
Definitely.
Do you want to share with us? Because your one for me is so tough.
Yeah.
Because like us guys, we don't really want to share about it, and that makes it worse because we keep it in, don't we, Pete?
Yeah.
We keep it in.
Yeah, I resent everything. I go through life hating on everything because I keep everything in.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
hear you. Would
I'd
you
rather.
share with people so they understand why your journey began so tough, Pete?
Oh, listen, as a child, like my dad was an addict. You know, I ain't got really. I don't think of anything good. Nothing quick that comes to my mind. Like when I think back of a child, I don't get no good memories instantly come.
I
Like,
hear
all the
you,
bad
bro.
shit comes instantly. When I was younger, my dad was an addict. My
Wow.
mum, like, we was battered from pillar to post, like moving here, there, and everywhere to get away
Yeah,
from him. And then my mum moved back to her family up
yeah.
in Wolverhampton. She moved back up there. And I was abused sexually by my uncle, my mum's brother,
Jeez.
like
Wow,
at early age, from
wow.
like every weekend for months until I said to my dad, something's happening here. I made a phone call and my dad come up, cracked up out of his head. He still come and got me, you
Really?
know. He still come and got me, and but he weren't like, I never had no one. He weren't there. Like, come and got me, went back in his room. I got sent down to a police station with my mum that was sobbing. So I just ran away. Like, I didn't still want to do anything. Like, do you
Well,
know what I mean?
how do you remember feeling at the time that you was the cause of problems? How did you
Yeah,
feel?
yeah, exactly that. That I was the cause of it all. Exactly that. That it was all down to me. This is why I had to go to the police station. This is why it was all like it was me. You know, like just
Wow.
just wipe you away. You know, you just didn't want to be there anywhere, even if it was doing the right thing or whatever. You just didn't want to
Yeah,
be there.
yeah.
You didn't want to talk about it. You didn't want to. Just wanted to forget about it, like I do. It's in the back of my head. But then there's days I sit there and I can just think about it all day, and it just ruined my whole day. Like, and ruin my next day, the day after, and then I can go. Like, I suffer from addiction as well. Like, I can go missing, and you go out and using it and go missing for days on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah,
a constant battle. It's a constant battle, and it's like living torture. Like, I'd have like nightmare dream things about it. Like when you actually live through it again. You know what I mean?
So you're
wow.
not,
Like,
have you gotten any help at all? Gotten any help at all for that before?
Tell us the
yeah,
process.
listen, Mark's my earth angel. Mark's always there, and then I'll go missing. I do the same things. Like, we're creatures of habit. So like, I know like, what I'm supposed to do. I know my problems. I know like what I need to address. But then I'll just go back to what I'm used to doing. You know, like I'll make an effort for one day, and then a week later I think I'm fine, and I'll go back to what I'm used to doing. Like, do you know what I
I'm
mean?
so sorrowful, man.
Mm.
It's like I know what I need to address. Like, I made the allegation about the man with you, Mark.
Yeah,
Mr.
we went
Barnett,
to
and
the,
that was like 4 years ago. I
yeah,
couldn't even
we
tell
went,
you what's happening with the case now.
wow.
I couldn't even tell you. I have the police number. I don't phone the old bill and say, "Oh, what's going on with my not like when I was abused case." It's a horrible thing, like, and that's what I'm saying with kids. There's enough of it goes around today. Like, there's a lovely little girl I know who's getting bullied. Like, it's the things that can happen. Like, you carry this around. You know what I mean? It ain't just forgotten about. You do it for a day and you forget about it and you just move on. Like, we carry this stuff about.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
bro.
mean? Constantly
Yeah.
through life. Like, constantly, I wake up some days and it's like a constant battle. So there can't be anywhere worse than this. This is a fucking, do you know what I mean?
How was this affecting your behavior growing up?
Well, listen, massively, massively. Like, I was a wild geezer. I lived my life 100 miles an hour. You know, I didn't stop. I didn't give a fuck about anything. I was always the poor me, like the victim. But in my head, so I didn't care what I'd done to that kid. I didn't care if I stole this. I didn't care if I'd done that. I didn't care if I get kicked out of school. But my whole life I'd done that. I didn't care if I got sacked from a job. I didn't care if I get kicked out of flat because I just get another job or get another flat. But God checked me. God slowed me down, bruv. And I didn't even think about it. Now I have to think about everything. I have to put my socks on first now. You know,
Mm.
I can't. I have to read. If I read, I have to read like that. God put me in my place.
Why? What
Like,
happened? Tell us about that, bro. What happened?
God killed me, bruv. I died 3 times. God killed me. The saying so simple: getting in and out of a car. God went to me. That is all it took. Got in and out of a car, and I died. I died 3 times. That's all it took.
So what? So basically, did you have
So, but like,
an
but
accident?
something now, like that's affected my life massively. Like, I'm blind in one eye. Like, I've got something FND, the right side of my body will
So
never
what
be
was
the
the
same.
damage done? What was the damage done in this accident that kind of
I had
made
I had bleeding on the brain, heavy bleeding on the brain, and brain trauma. But like, listen, I was in a coma for, I don't know, what, 23 days, 24 days. They asked my family to turn the machine off after 2 weeks. You know, that's what I'm saying. I know, like, being here, I'm a miracle I'm even here now. I'm breathing. So I can't be that bad a guy. Whatever happened to me, I ain't a victim. I was chosen. I'm going to help someone one day. I might not find out yet, or might not know what it is yet. But there is a reason I'm here, because otherwise I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a reason here.
Yeah, we need to get you the right help.
As Isha said,
and Isha's right. You need the right person
to help
you.
You're my right person. You're my earth angel. Anytime I'm in any sort of bad need, the first person I pick up the phone is, I'll phone you. You're my earth angel.
There's a different process.
You're like my earth angel.
There's levels to this, though. There's levels to this.
Yeah, but
Because what we want to do, we want to break cycles.
I was a scaffolder who boxed. Like every other word's a swear word for me. Like, I don't, like, when I sit around these people, if I go to the bank, it's like, give me my fucking money, man. I don't, excuse me, can I have my, I talk to everyone the same, like they're a scaffolder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a scaffolder. These people need to say,
Don't be dissing scaffolders, mate. I was a scaffolder.
Yeah, Mark was a scaffolder.
We need to get closer now.
Listen, it's just, life's just hard. But that's what I'm saying now. I was never grateful for nothing. But now I'm grateful for breathing. Like, God slowed me down. Now I have to think about putting my socks on. I have to put my socks on first before I get dressed. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise it's hard for me to get my jeans on. I can't get my socks on properly. So now
that's because of the accident.
Yeah, because of the accident. That's what I'm saying. I never thought about anything. Didn't give a fuck about anything. Nah, God has thought, do you know what? I'm gonna slow you down. Now you can even think about putting your socks on first.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. So God slowed me down. But now I am grateful I'm here. So I'm saying. And I know what I want from life.
What are you hoping for the future, Pete? What do you want for yourself for the future?
But listen, what you think is a normal life, I just want a normal life. But that is so far away from my life. You know, to go to work 5 days a week, come home 5 days and have dinner, and just pay your bills. That is so far from my reality. You know what I'm saying? Just that. That's just that. Just to be able to do that. To be able to do that. Like, I can't do that. Something in my body goes, no, fuck up somewhere. Fuck up. Do something. You know what I mean? Like, I'll fuck up anything that's good in my life. I'll fuck it up. If you say to me, oh, we're meeting Tuesday, on Monday, I'll fuck up.
Paul, do you think that's all around your self-worth? Like, you know, how do you see yourself?
I don't like my life. It's a constant battle being here, but then there's reasons I am here. Like the woman I love, like my kids. There is a reason I'm here. But I just got to figure it out. It's just hard work figuring this shit out. Life is hard.
You can't do it by yourself, Paul.
Yeah, you can't do it by
definitely harder than
yourself.
that. Like, after the accident, life is a lot harder. Like, mentally, I don't know, it fucks with me mentally.
Yeah,
like, to know I used to be able to do that.
That's right, because that's what got mixed up.
That's it. Charlotte just nailed it.
To know I used to be able to do that, Mark. Like, to know I used to be able to come with you and spar and box, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll never be able to do that again. But that mentally fucks with me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because mentally knowing I'll be able to do that, that mentally fucks with me. But I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing. You know what I mean? I'll sit there and then all of a sudden I won't say nothing and I'll just blow up and cause chaos somewhere. Rather than talking about it and letting it out, I'll just fuck up, close chaos, or go off for 3 days. I'll fuck up like that.
Yeah, definitely need some help here.
Let's start this therapy process. And I know that you probably started some before, but I think it's really about commitment. And we spoke about getting you out of the environment. And I talked about you getting you down into Yorkshire. Just a whole different environment while you're getting healing, because I wanted to get you into one of those they call them.
Got a few,
what they call them?
Daz, I'm moving in with you for a couple of weeks. Who's all right?
Well, you're gonna have to go run at the palace with me every day then.
Listen, I can't do that no more. That's what I'm saying.
You can't even run.
You can't run anymore, Paul.
Doctor told me if there's a bus coming, it's my dream job. He said, don't run for that bus yet, mate. He said, you've got to let your dream job go.
So we've got a lot of people messaging here, reaching out. Someone saying that they can help you to support and stuff like that. They can help you. Reach out to them so they can get you support. There's quite a few people.
Yeah, listen, I'm on Instagram, but I'll go through Mark, and because Mark knows how to deal with me, talk to me, and
okay.
So whatever Mark tells me to do, I'll do.
Okay, cool. So I'll connect with these people who are messaging to say they can support you to start the process of you healing that inner child, because that's what's been messed up.
I wish he meant that.
Yes, yes, Les, this is the guy.
Yeah, this is the guy. I wish he meant that,
I'm
Les.
still a child now.
He'd be in Yorkshire right now. Because I wanted to get you out of all of this and just get you that support and get you that help. But I know it's difficult, Pete.
Yeah, it's difficult, but we are here for you still.
Things that happen as a kid, it's a lifelong thing. Like I was saying earlier, like, a lovely little girl and who was getting bullied. Like the stuff it's doing to her family and doing to her mum and to her, like this shit. People carry this shit about. It ain't just easy. Like they could end up going through life through me. Like, do you know what I mean? Thinking about it, it's like the people carry this about before they start do this, and it's just a quick thing or like what happened and forget about you. We could carry this shit around. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what we're doing to people out there.
Yeah.
So, and I know what Mark, you went through, like, do you know what I mean, with your boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Certainly have, but it's a choice, isn't it? It's as well. It's a choice as well. Like for me, in my case, I can only speak for myself because I haven't been through what you've been through, Pete. I've been through what I've been through.
Yeah, of course.
And what I've been through, I've seen it turn guys really angry. I've seen it turn people bitter. I've seen it turn people depressed, turn into alcoholics, drug addicts. I just chose a different route from what was available with all the different things. But I do believe, Pete, that you're a very powerful individual because I believe in stories, the power of stories. And the power of stories to save people's lives.
That's right.
And it must be shared. Your story right now is even impacting someone that you could be online speaking openly like this.
Listen, I can't write no more. Can't hardly write anymore. I'm right. So
yeah, but we're going to practice all the stuff. Listen, all the stuff that you can't do now or you find difficult to do, we could practice those things and get back. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Because I've watched my mum have a bleed on the brain. She couldn't walk, couldn't talk properly and all of that. And she's come all the way back after a year of practicing, working.
That's why I'm a miracle. I had to learn to walk again. I had to learn to talk again. Like 35, I had to learn to walk. I had to learn to talk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a miracle, mate. I should be vegetable off somewhere now.
I just want to tell everyone how crazy Paul is, yeah? Paul rang me and said, yeah, Prince, I'm going to fight. I'm going to do I'm going to do a white collar boxing match. Can you train me? Can you train me? I said, bro, are you all right? Like, you think I'm going to go and train you and put you in danger and allow you to go into a fight? Like, I can't do that. Like, I was crazy, Pete. I just think
I'm still up for that now.
Give yourself, I know, bro.
A different kind of training now, Paul.
Give yourself rehab.
Yeah.
Go rehab. Okay, this is what I was trying to set up for you because when I phoned my guy to get you into rehab, we realized all the hurdles, the difficulties, even that. Even if we tried to pay for a really expensive one, even that. We need to jump through a couple of hoops. It's not as easy as that to just walk in. He's an addict. He needs help, save his life. Let's get him in. I thought it was like that, but Les explained to me the process. And
everyone's like you, Mark.
Yeah. So what we want to do still is take you through a process where you've got the support, because I believe that once you start seeing yourself of value and recognizing that it's all to do with the other person, nothing to do with you. And you're going through a process of healing so you can come back with power to share your story. You don't have to try and do anything. You've got everything you need in your life, in your hands. You have got your story, a story where you didn't become a victim. You became a victor. You overcame what happened to you, and you went on to write a book. You went on to help another child who needed to meet someone like you and know that I can do it too. they're like, if you could process your
I've
story
got that in
like
me.
this,
I've got that in me. I know there's
I
certain
know
kids.
you've got it in you.
Yeah, we know, Paul.
Because you're a fighting man.
But you need
Yeah.
support.
But you need support to go
get
through
you
the
there.
I don't know how to
process
do
because
it.
it's in you. Okay?
Yeah. But it's like you said, it's, see, like a big thing is commitment, and like when I went to rehabilitation to learn to walk, and they said no smoking. So if you took it away and the no smoking, they gave me a vaping thing. Sweet, like it weren't available, it weren't there. But as soon as I come out and it was available, first thing I bought was a packet of fags. Even though I hadn't had one for like a month, 2 months. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's committing yourself. You know, like I know I can do it.
And you can do it, Pete.
I know I can do
I've
it.
seen you. I've seen
And I
you.
want to help people. I want to help people. But I need to get this thing, social media, like, as well. Like, I'm like a dinosaur. I still save up in my cereal box. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do all this. You've got TikTok and all this stuff. I don't like it. It's hard work for me. You know what I mean? But there's like, goes around in other ways as well. Like, people are vicious and like the racial stuff you heard on there, social media, all the football players were saying, like the trolls and all that. It's madness. Like what was on in social media as well. As much as you want to get to grips with it, sometimes you think, no, I'm all right as I am. Do you know what I mean? I only talk to Mark on Insta, and that's it.
I hear you, bro.
No one's cheering you on, Paul.
Everyone is really supporting you, Paul.
You can do this.
Charlotte said you can do it. And you can, my brother. You can certainly do it. There's a lot of people on this platform that have gone through traumatic experiences, and they're doing great things. They've got a great mindset. They're positive. They're looking at things in a different way. That call me when you want to take the step. So, see, this is my guy Les. That we work together in a team. We've impacted on people's life, doing some great work.
Whenever you're ready to take me up there, I ain't the showman. I'm ready any day. And say you want to take me, I ain't busy. When I think busy, I can stop.
Well, you have to mean it now, though, Paul.
Listen,
Pete, I am.
I'm literally having to kidnap you because formally, I've kind of left you to see what you'll do when I give you the choice to do things. But with you, in your case, it seems like I literally have to take you away. We take you through that process with the right individual supporting you.
Sometimes I think go to prison. Sometimes I think phone the old Bill, chin him, and go to prison. Get away from this.
That's so good because when you go to prison, no one gives a shit about you. They ain't trying to.
I know that, but that's what it's like out here, though.
Yeah, you got more. You're in there with more guys that are hurting, more guys that are gonna.
But that's where my mind takes me. You know, I think this life's so hard, so shit. I'm better off there. At least I get 3 meals a day of bed. I ain't got stress about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm away from everything. I ain't got no temptation. I'm away from it all. So sometimes my mind will take me there. Like, that's where my mind takes me. Don't go
I'll tell you what.
Put yourself in jail.
how about we recreate the same setting? Because in Yorkshire with my guy Les, you'll be going fishing. You'll be getting the right therapy, so you could sit down with the right support. You've got fresh air. You've got a different environment. So, and what you won't have is other prisoners trying to cause you stress and sitting in the same cell and knocking one off, and you're having to go through all of that. You know.
I'm just saying, my mind takes me. You know what I'm saying? But that's how my mind thinks. That's what I'm saying. Like, and like what you do, see, like working with the kids, it starts there. You know what I'm saying? It starts there. You need to help these kids when they're either causing trouble or they're going through something. That's when you need to address it, because the kid ain't gonna come out. Like, I didn't come out and do that until I was like, how old was I? Like 21. It happened to me when I was like 11. And I only done it because you was there. I couldn't even tell you what was going on with the kids now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very true. Because I remember I had to talk with them and stuff, and it's really difficult with the feds because sometimes they're not as supportive as you would expect, and at the same time, they know the system they're dealing with. So when they come to court with the stuff and they've done work, they've seen it how many times it being a waste of time. But for us, for you, it's not a waste of time because you have to go through that process to help with your healing. Because you need to stop self-sabotaging. And that's about you hating, that's self-hate. You know, you're still the one blaming yourself for what's happened.
I believe that's why God done what he done to me.
What allowed you to have an accident for you to help you wake up. Yeah.
Listen, just, I don't know what you done. You thought like your life was hard now. You think you're a victim now. Play like, and you act like this in life. So I'm sweet. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. Like my whole life's different now. Mentally, even to write, I can't write my name Paul. It looks like I've written door. You know what I'm saying? I can't. All my teeth are gonna go black. I don't get enough. If I eat a crisp, I don't know I'm eating a crisp. No crunch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh wow.
You know
why?
what
Because of what the
True.
impact done to your mouth and your teeth and your feelings. Is that what's happening?
My teeth, I've got no nervous system in my teeth. They're all gonna go black. They're all gonna go black. You know what I mean? God thought to myself, God, that's what this. God checked me. I got checked by God. Don't get checked by God, mate. I'm telling you. It made me think about my life, and I do want to do right. I do want to help kids and do anything I've done wrong. I want to make right.
Do you know how I see it? I see it like you're a victim of your own mindset. You kept self-sabotaging yourself and put yourself in a situation of being hurt. Now, God has probably saved you over 1,000 times, Paul.
I know. Yeah, you're right.
From when you've been high, from the places you've been in, from the things you've been doing, from the people you've been around, you could have died a long time ago. So let's talk about all the times that God saved you and not your teeth gone and not the brain thing, because that's been caused by your actions. And once again, God saved you, God saved your life, because that would have been your ending to a journey of self-sabotage, which began with somebody hurting you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we're left to turn that around. When I say you're responsible for your life, for your destiny, for what you want. Like, I might sound cold, but I'm being real about this.
Yeah, it's the truth.
This is about you deciding what you want to do with the rest of your life. Do you want to continue self-sabotaging until you die? Do you want to take a grip of your life and recognize that you're positioned to make great change in other people's lives? And like, this is how rough and raw life is. We have to decide. We have to decide what we want in our life and then start going for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you decide what you want in the shop,
the hardest thing to do is change your whole life. It's like, what's a great man who said it? Someone said it. The hardest thing to do is actually change your life. Just get up and change it. Like, I can do it for a week, 2 weeks, and then for some reason something can happen, or do you know what I mean? Bang, you're back to we're creatures of habit. Like, I hate it. I use against my will.
think because you're doing it on your own, you haven't got the tools. So you need someone in a different position to give you the tools, the support you need around you. That 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you're not doing it on your own, because you need tools that you don't know of to overcome this.
Right, Paul. That's why you go missing from me. How many times have you gone missing from me and I don't know where you are? You know, I'll say to you, Pete, come and meet me, come and link me up. You know, rare, let's do this. Let's do some reading together. Let's spend some time. Come and follow me on this. Stay with me, but you go missing, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's about receiving.
Because I'm scared to stand up and be myself. I don't know who I am.
Okay.
I don't actually know who I am. Like,
well, let's start that journey.
The person you see, Mark, is a different Paul to the person that Jesus is, my other friend. Because for that Jesus, I'm another person, and for that person, I'm another person. I am what you like. Like, if I'm asked on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I won't see you. I'll see you Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to manipulate and corrupt people. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit my whole life. I never went to school. I left school at year 8. You know what I mean? I've been scaffolding since I was 14. But I've always been under pound. I've always done it. Do you know what I mean? And it's through not just being a nice, genuine geezer. Like, for me to be nice and genuine, I have to try. That makes an effort for me to be nice. That's disgusting. It takes an effort for me to be nice. That's disgusting to know, though.
Well, the process, any process, has a start, a middle, and an end. You just need to know that I want this, and I'm going to continue regardless of what I have to go through. That mindset is going to take you through this, because even if you go through therapy, it's going to be difficult, because it's going to bring up things that you're going to have to face and deal with.
That's right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And the healing and the hurt.
But that's where the healing takes place.
Because I don't, rather than face that, I forget about it, blank it all, and then bang, that's how I deal with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It takes me away from that then. Do you know what I mean? What I've been thinking, like, takes me away, I don't think about it, or my head will tell me other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I deal with it. Right, I feel like shit, sweet, go and do something about it, what I usually do. Do you know what I mean? Don't make me feel, I use against my will, don't do me no favours. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's what I used to do, like, because then it takes me away from myself. I'm out of myself. Do you know what I'm saying?
So that's what
I
you're
don't like
battling with.
myself. I don't even know who myself is. I don't even know who I am. Like, I lost myself when that happened to me. After that happened to me, I was an angry, fucked up little kid. Anything, if you would have said to me, shut up as a kid, I would have stuck something in your face.
Okay.
Like,
Do you remember when you came round my house? You was locked up at some crack house for how long, I don't remember. And you came round and I spoke to you, and you tried to give me the coke to throw away. And I said, not me, mate. That's your job. You do.
Yeah.
You want to sniff it, you sniff it. You want to throw it away, you throw it away. You make that decision. Now, I watched you throw away satchels of coke.
Yeah.
Now, trust me.
Because you're my earth angel. You need to come around me 24 hours a day, mate.
No, I'm leaving it down to you, P.
You has to be
your journey, because what happens, you have the power. I don't want to be a crutch. Do you understand me? I don't have any crutches because I can't afford to. I've got to make this walk. So I want to teach you how to walk. So when I said to you, nah, mate, that's not for me, you throw the coke away. You move forward. And you've done it. Because I wanted to see how real you was about what you wanted for your life.
So there was a question, Paul. Isha asks, do you want change?
Yeah, massively.
If you
I
do,
have for years. Like, I can't remember.
She says, if you do, stop making excuses to stay the victim.
Yeah, that's what I do. Tell me that then, love.
And when you're ready to not do it, that's when things are going to work. That's when everything's going to work.
I can't just click my fingers and change my mindset.
But it starts, there's a moment.
Because I would do that.
Yeah, but there's a moment, because you got 24 hours in a day. Most of those hours you see, 8 hours of that you're sleeping or whatever, yeah?
It's longer than that, mate.
Yeah, and then you got the rest of the hours. So you got to live life minute by minute, hour by hour. You can't live life in a week, in a day. You can't live life. You have to do it one day at a time. You can't live life in big lots, like, oh, what I'm going to be at in 3 months' time. No, forget that. One day, that's all you got. That's the one lesson you should have learned from having that bleed on the brain. I'm alive today. I'm going to be present today, and I'm going to build and grow today.
Listen, a great man come up to us. We said, listen, mate, you're walking, you're talking, and you're breathing. And when you're 3 rounds up, if this was a fight, that's what you said to me. You're 3 rounds up if this was a fight. You're walking, you're talking, you're breathing. Let's move on.
But do you understand the process, though, Paul? Like, one little step at a time, and that's how you're going to overcome this.
Pete, I'll talk boxing because you know boxing.
Yeah.
If I look in your eyes and you're having a tough round, and I say to you, do you want to go out and fight? You're gonna stop this guy? Are you going to throw punches and fight back? I know when I look in your eyes and you tell me yes or no. Okay? I'll know. Even if you say yes, but you mean no, when I look in your eyes, I'll know. And when you go out to fight, I'll see what it is you're really all about. You have to look at your life like a fight. I'm in the corner, and I've always been in the corner, but you're the one doing the fighting. I can't throw the punches for you. And what Isha's asking you is, are you ready to stop making excuses, stop being the victim, and fight for your life?
Yeah.
For your life, Pete. That's 1 day. 1 day.
And in that 1 day, it's 1 minute at a time. 1 hour at a time.
So when them thoughts come, you have to have other thoughts that you speak out to fight back. That's your jab. That's your right hand. That's your left hook. That's your body punch. You have to have words that you speak when those thoughts come in your head. Like it happens with me and my wife.
when I'm getting annoyed, we're having a debate and it's getting warm, I have to speak to myself and say, Mark, don't raise your voice. That doesn't make your point any more relevant. Just be calm, breathe, listen. Let her say what she's saying, give her feedback that you've heard her, and then say, allow yourself to say what you need to say. I'm practicing this, just like I went in the gym and I practiced jabbing, hooking. I had to do it every day. Now, every day together, we have opportunities to practice new tools in our life to improve our relationship. You need to practice tools. So when you get given the tools, Paul, you'll know that when the thoughts come in your head, you're like, I know you. You've been bothering me my whole life. And here's what I normally do. Here's what I'm going to do now. Do you understand me? It's like the guy gets taught that when a man throws a right hand against me, I raise my left and I deflect it like this. I have to practice that. What are you going to deflect? Those voices that tell you to self-sabotage and ruin your life, ignore what's going on with your family, not be there, say things when you're lying and you know you're lying. Tell yourself, here's the strategy I'm going to use. I'm going to be an honest man. I'm going to be a loving man. I'm going to be a great dad. Like, you set it all out. Just like when I set up the Client Prince Foundation, I had to set it out. What do I need to do here? Well, it's changed my whole life. My trajectory of life wasn't going in this direction, Pete. It was going somewhere else. I was trying to start a gold plating business with gold jewelry, with Midas Touch, Laban Rooms. That's where, and he went and got a gold deal. Am I involved in that? No, because the death of my son changed the direction of my life. I made different choices. I'm saying,
I see, like what you do, like helping the kids. Like I'd love to do something like that, but how I would do that, I've got no qualifications in that. And
no, first
you don't worry about house. You don't worry about house. Right now, you're in the stage of what, and the stage of what is what are you deciding that you're going to do? Like about everything what's going on. Like, you need to know this. That here's my stance. I'm a fighter. I am going to break this cycle. It's a decision that you make, and it comes from the gut. It comes from your heart.
There's a fighter in you, Paul. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be here.
That's right. We won't be having this conversation, bro.
This is serious, Paul. When you look at little Ernie, come on, look at the kids. You have to keep fighting and want to do it for them as well. That they too are going to be faced with challenges each day. They need to see the example of how do we fight? How do we stay in the game?
Dad showed us.
Dad showed us.
But my kids were enough. Like, when I was in hospital, they were told their dad might die. Like, there was only kids.
So now show them that you're living.
Yeah. Listen,
we can do this.
Phone me tomorrow, Mark.
You can do this.
I can do this. I've got this. I'm gonna phone you after this is done, and we're gonna talk about their help and that.
Okay, because there's people here who are willing to help you, and then we connect you with them.
That's what I'm saying. And Mark, you can show me, because like I said, I'm a dinosaur and all, so I wouldn't know how to get anyone's number for an Instagram message or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
But, you don't need me, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go through you. You do it.
You don't need me, bro. You're already
listen.
You're already a warrior. And this is the mindset you got to have. I can do this. I can. Paul Bryden. I can. And then it's great having support. That's very different than believing I need someone. You understand me? That's very different. You first have to believe in you. Because I could die tomorrow. But what are you going to do now? Be dying well? No, bro. You got your life. And you got to live it. 100. You got to enjoy the green leaves. You got to enjoy laughter. You got to enjoy seeing your children run and play and laugh. You got to enjoy their success. You got to enjoy life. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to decide.
Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this.
No, you.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. You're going to watch, but I'm going to do this.
Yes.
Listen, bro.
We're in your corner, Paul.
Bro, you literally got to get in the mirror and start having conversations with yourself. You literally, because even a therapist can't help you. I'm telling you on the truth, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just because a therapist comes in, don't mean that's going to change your life. A therapist gives you the tools. They're able to break things down and open your mind. But if you do not want it,
no, of
it's
course not.
never going to change.
Listen, I've done it as a kid. I got sent counselling. I used to go there and put on a Dumb and Dumber in a video and just watch that for an hour. Didn't say nothing to the geezer. Just used to watch a video for an hour every Tuesday. In the Tavistock Centre.
You know what, bro? You know what, bro? You need to write down a list of stuff that you've been saying that absolutely limit your level of success. One of the things is how hard it is. Like, I don't know why people say that. Yeah, because what is worth doing that's easy? Of course it's hard. There's nothing on the planet that was easy that we talk about and say that person's great. Look what they've done. They respect you. They respect you because it's so difficult. That's why we love boxers. We love athletes. We love gymnasts. We respect them. Swimmers. All these guys that have reached the top of their pinnacle because we wish we were like them. We wish we had their discipline, their self-control to eat things when, do you know what I'm saying? Because all they've done, the thing between what they've done is practice it daily.
Yeah.
We don't want to put that practice in. So we get the mediocre life. Yeah. You know, we get to go back to doing what we feel comfortable with because we're not willing to pay the price.
If you train to swim, you're going to be a better swimmer. If you train to fight every day, you're going to be a better fighter.
Okay, so let's go to the tools bit now. Let's start. If you're ready, okay, get the support and start having the tools that you use.
Someone said here, Paul, you could write a book by just start journaling. Like write a journal, but we need to practice your writing again so you can start writing. But you can do it by voice notes. You can actually get a dictaphone and journal in the dictaphone instead of writing until you get your writing skill back.
I'd rather start writing to get my writing back as well.
Yeah, but you can speak into the dictaphone each day. Your journal, write a journal each day. This is today. Da 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 da.
So everyone wants to
write a book. I'm going to write a book.
All these people that are supporting you online right now want to know if today is the start of your new life.
Today it started in my last. I ain't done it for what now, 5 days or something.
Is today going to be the start of your new life, Paul?
Today we're doing it today. I'm here today. I'm talking today. We started already.
Okay.
We're going to do this.
Good.
We're going to do this using my cornermen.
Good. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Here's the accountability. Don't we all need accountability?
Yes, we do.
Here's Paul's accountability. We all are.
Yep.
You're accountable to all of us online. All I'm going to do is share with them your journey.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I'm going to do.
Well, it started now. So it started now.
Okay. And then we're going to start it now, Paul.
We're going to start.
So when we're done this live, we're going to connect you with a few people here who's willing to help you.
Yeah, straight out. I'm going to come off live now. I'm going to go through and see what.
Good. So what's happened is where I'm taking you, there's no access to drugs or nothing, bro.
Yeah, that's where I want to be, mate.
Good.
Buy a house there.
Yeah, and once you're strong, you're developed, you're ready to go, you come back in the environment and you start the battle. The battle won't start when you're in a place where so this is going to get harder, bro, okay? So you're talking about how hard it is. You have no idea. This gets harder.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
15 years
listen, I'm going to come off alive now, but before I leave, what I was talking to you about, have a little talk about like the kids.
Okay, so let's give a shout out. Good, so let's talk about that.
All of my little kids. Chloe, my biggest, and then I've got Lily, Archie, Ernie.
Give a shout out to my godson, Ernie, Prince Bryden. Prince had a little, Paul's had a little son. How old is he now? 2.
2.
He's 2 now. Thank God you're alive to actually, bring him up and be with him, Paul. You named him Ernie Prince Bryden.
Yeah.
God, I love it.
Named him after you, mate. But that's what I'm saying. Listen, there's another special little girl now who's going through a like, horrible time at school and that. So when I come off of the live, like talk about the impact that you have on kids and like bullying and social media, like and all that stuff. But I want to go and check out, like, get my help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's set 5 minutes update here every week about your journey.
So I'm gonna give everyone a 5-minute update on your journey, Paul.
We'll do it together. We'll do it together.
No problem.
When I'm with you.
And we're gonna keep a journal, yeah?
Yeah, well, let's do this.
Good.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a look now, but I'm gonna leave you to have a talk about
the
effects of
nice one. So what can we do about bullying? Because someone in the family is getting bullied, a little girl in the family. What's her name?
Yeah.
What's her name? Millie. And what school?
Millie.
What school is it?
This little girl. She goes to Grange Academy.
Grange Academy. What area is that in?
Watford.
Watford. So just recently, somebody messaged me and they wanted me to go and help speak to a dad whose daughter committed suicide because she was being bullied at school, online, and it has such a great impact that young people don't see themselves. You just killed someone's life because of the pressure and the bullying that you've put them through on a daily basis. So I don't think we should take bullying lightly. I think parents should be aware. I think we should hot up the school. If the school doesn't do anything, then we get in contact with the parents. We hot the school up, call the school out, let them show that this is what's happening. Kids are losing their lives, killing themselves.
It does affect you massively.
We need to bring it out into the open. Okay? Yeah. So we'll do whatever we can to bring this out. But the first step is letting the parents know, here's the effect that your child is having on my child. So you give the parents an opportunity, because they might be good parents. You know what I'm saying? They might be good parents and they might realize that, oh, this is wrong. And you bring the kids together, you get them to talk, there's apologies going on, and you bring peace. See, that's my way of dealing with the first step. Yeah. And if that doesn't happen, then steps have to be taken. The school has to get involved. You know, I think legal matters are getting involved. I think something has to be done because we have to be an example to all the other children to let them know bullying is a no-no. You don't go to school to get picked on and feel distressed until it changes your life. Your self-confidence is broken. This is serious stuff.
You don't even want to go back to the school.
Yeah, so thanks for bringing it up. And let's see if we can even pop down there and have a word and see what changes. We want to meet the child. But first, go through the first steps, contact the family, let them know what's happening, and let them know how serious this is, because other children are taking their lives. You don't want your child to do that. So I'm ringing you as a mum, responsible person, and asking if you could bring us together, the family, so you make sure you speak to your child in front of us, and we do that. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I like to be practical about stuff, and I think that's a good step forward to start the process, because now the child knows it's not a secret thing, it's not something he does and enjoys on the sly. His mum knows about it, and now the two parents know each other. It gets more difficult to be a bully, you know, undercover. So I don't know what you think about that, but I think I would advise that's the first step. Second step, we come in there and we do a talk on bullying, and we actually start bringing teachers and you know, authorities.
So what you do, like your social media. Like, I don't know how many. Like, there's another thing, TikTok, or there's like I don't know how many there is, but there's so many ways to affect people now. You don't even have to be within 100 miles of them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Turn your phone on and someone said something, or someo's uploaded something. It's like, leave me alone, man. What are you doing in my life? Like, what are you just trying to cause me problems for? No, I'm nowhere near you. You know what I mean? It's not like I stood on your foot. Like, so I'm saying, like, it's so good, this social media as well. You can get a lot out there, like work, advertising, stuff like that. But then it can be so negative as well on people. Do you know what I mean?
That's a good point, Isha.
What did Isha say?
Isha said, what if the parents are bullies and the child has learned this behavior?
That's right. Well, we'll find out. When you go to meet, you'll actually see where the problem lies. And that's when you know you can act upon that after that and realize, okay, I'm not getting anywhere with the parents. So we have to bring in authorities because our child's life is at risk.
But
You know,
that's what I'm saying.
mental health is at risk.
The little girl who's doing it, I know they wouldn't get anywhere with the parents. Like, a big brother's involved, and he's on the phone. He's like, he's even phoned me. How'd they get my number?
Let's say it's time to think about you, okay? Saving the world comes afterwards, okay?
Yes.
All right, good. So leave it out for me. It's all about you, Paul. I want to thank you.
Thanks for coming on, and thanks for bearing your heart to us and to the people on live here today. You've got lots of followers and lots of people supporting you at this time.
Please follow Paul Bryden and support him. Send him message of support. Let him know his accountability is us. We love him. We want to see his progress. Yeah. And you got a whole firm of people supporting you now, bro. Okay?
Yeah,
so we'll be in touch after this.
That's right. Sweet, Mark. Have a nice night. I'll speak to you in a bit, yeah?
Speak to you soon. Man. Take care, Paul. Bye-bye.
Aisha, would you like to come on, Aisha?
Bye-bye.
What's the time?
It's over. It's after 8.
Oh, really? Wow.
Just ask yourself.
I saw a guy who bullied me at school the other day, and I told him about adult to adult. And
I told him how he made me feel at school, and he looked so ashamed. Just see his face. Sorry, I forgave him. Awesome.
See, so it's amazing. Do you know what I mean? But look, that little girl that killed herself won't have the chance to go through that process because she didn't make the choice to keep going and get help and get support. Yeah, you know that, Tony. Bless up, Paul. Yeah, big teams. Yes, let's bring you in, Aisha. Let's have a chat. So we're going to keep supporting Paul, and we're going to show you the outcome. And you guys follow Paul, support him, and everything. Where's Aisha? You made me. Where there you are.
Yeah, talk like you're searching on.
You're the best. You are the best. Where are you, Aisha?
Hello,
my darling. How are you?
Never. I've got the only room left, and that's the garden.
Lovely. The garden will do. The garden will do. So, guys, you know we love supporting and helping people. That's why we started doing this. And Aisha is just a wonderful individual that I have known for quite some time. And she contacted me and just let me know a little issue that was going on. And we just felt that we wanted to support her in every way, shape, or form possible. The Kind Prince Foundation wants to just help families, help young children in every way. So, Aisha, tell us a little bit about, what you went through, babe.
Okay. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you for letting me come on here because obviously I didn't expect you to be live this week due to the anniversary of your son. So thoughts and wishes and prayers are with you all.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, wow. Well, there's a lot. There is a lot. I wasn't really coming on here to talk about my childhood, but after hearing Paul, I'm here to help anytime.
Yeah.
I had childhood abuse. I was raped from 9 till 14 by a paedophile. I do have a video on YouTube. It's there, and I'm here to help. But that's not really why.
But how did it affect you moving forward? Because you had a life to live, and it's going to affect your relationships. It's going to affect every part of your life.
Yeah. So I didn't come out until I was 25. And then eventually it went to the police. We had a court case. He got 19 years. He's now dead. Hey. You know what? It's something that I very much have dealt with. And because I was groomed rather than it being a violent assault, I don't have any anger or even though I just cheered for him being dead, actually, no, because he groomed me. So he was actually very kind and very gentle. So it's, you know, what I can see with Paul, your brain just gives you so many mixed signals, and you know, and it's about sifting through those, and time and life experience helps with that. You know, one thing for me was having so many questions unanswered. That's how that sort of abuse can kind of leave you feeling. Sometimes you have to either accept that some answers are never going to be there, or actually, you know what, sometimes in life I've actually found now that all of a sudden an answer all suddenly appears. And I'm thinking, hold on a minute, we've been 30 years and there's my answer. So sometimes the answers do come, but it takes time. So don't hold on to those questions you can't answer right now.
Yeah, I got you. Is it like what you've been going through with Isha, sort of like discovering things through that process?
Yeah, yes. So, so let's get to, I can always come back for the abuse. That's not really why I'm here.
Yeah.
So, my current situation, so, I met Mark, I think about 3 years ago. So I was talking to Les the other day about this. It's quite funny, actually, because I met you through the Godwin Lawson Foundation, and you was there with Travis, who had copies of a book to sign, the signed copies, but he had one that wasn't signed. We was in a big office building, okay? And I wanted my book signed. We was in a big office building. Hear that bit, okay? So we decided to go to your car to get a pen to sign this book. Yet we was in a big office. So now I see that as like there was a reason our paths had to cross, and maybe that's now become more apparent. So that's how I met Mark. And then this year, the most awful event unfolded for me. In December last year, I was accused of punching my son in the face. He's 6 years old. A few days later, it transpired to a punch in the arm. But by this time, he'd already been taken from my care by police and social services. He was placed with my mum, and then a day later, he was placed into foster care, which has turned out to be quite an abusive situation for him, because he's now making disclosures around that foster carer.
Whoa.
Yeah. And around the 6th of December, I reached out to Mark. You know, I've got quite good connections. I know a lot of people, and I'm thinking somebody has got to have something that can help me here, because I was absolutely fraught, desperate to get my son home. Mark, what can I say? Like our good friend, I'm going to call him a friend. He's going to sit there going, blah, blah. But Les was a life-changing moment. No, actually, no, I'll rephrase that, Les. Mark is the life-changing moment, and you introduced me to Les, who has been with me throughout this journey. Day and night, he said, call me anytime. He's got years and years of experience. He's been able to kind of read between the lines through reports, what I should expect from my solicitor. And I could have done the journey without him, yes, probably, but he's definitely made that journey much more easier.
Yeah.
He is a familiar name in my house now, a very familiar name. And on the plus side of that is that I've now got my son home, but he has been gone for 5 months.
It's been a tough time, hasn't it?
It's been a really, really, really tough time. 5 months. No Christmas at home for him, no birthday at home, no New Year.
Kept your spirits up though, Aish. We let you know from the off, your son's coming home. Your son's coming home. And your son's home.
And my son's home. So
everything in between has just been a tough journey, but the outcome is he's home.
He's home. He's home. Even though they're still trying to put the knife in here and there, they're not going to. And I have at moments, you know, I've been on the phone to you in absolute tears. They've tried to break me. They are not going to. Nobody is going to break me.
No, they're not going to.
They're not
going to.
Don't
you find it strange that you're going through this experience and this organisation is supposed to be set up to take care and support?
I mean,
there's so much damage being caused to families and communities as a result of social services work.
Not even just social services, we're talking about Cathcart as well. So that is the Guardian who represents Callum at court. She's just dug the knife in anywhere possible. Callum was actually placed back here without her even telling social services, because they knew that she was just going to flag something else up. And now they want to, they've asked me to sign a document to allow all these statements and everything else to be passed on to CPS to now proceed with a criminal case. Now, even my social worker says, what benefit is that of for my son now? What is the benefit of that? You know, I mean, imagine.
Do you know what's hurtful? What's hurtful is the fact that your son is now really damaged because of them coming into your life, and now you have to pick up the pieces and move him forward and develop him and support him. So tell me some of the things that you've learned, because every experience happens for us. So how have you developed? What's changed in you because of this?
Okay, journaling, diaries, recording absolutely everything, and I have failed on that here and there, but I've got a lot of recordings, a lot. So it's also just because he had challenging behaviours, which was I think due to lockdown, etc., etc. So now there was a meeting just last week with the school who have now said that his behaviours seem to be triggered by the same teacher that's made the allegation. Funny that. Yeah.
Wow.
Funny that. So he's now not in a classroom set up until September because there's no room for him in any other year 1 classes, and he cannot be in the same classroom as her because he keeps hitting her. And I've said it from get-go. If I'm in question, then they definitely should have been.
Yeah,
he's angry, and he's pointing his anger towards that teacher.
And he started that before the allegation. Okay. So the professionals are also trying to turn that round as us as a family sitting around and bad-mouthing the teacher in front of him. Not the case. From the moment he left me until April, I've had supervised contact, recorded contact all the way through. The contact centre itself is actually on my road, so it's like directly opposite. So that little boy has had to come and see me at a contact centre on his road week in, week out. And since he's been back, he's disclosed that the foster carer smacked him in his head.
So, Isha, can I just say that I've made so many connections of stories like yours, that what we end up having is, because not all parents and family settings are aware of the psychological damage that can happen to their child. And as a result, that child grows up with that damage. And then it's easier for him to get groomed and get caught up in gangs and get caught up in that. And then what happens in the end, the parents get the blame for the youth, you know, in these actions and everything, when more support could have been given to help the young person to find out what the real reasons are.
Well, there's the other key to it is that he's actually only started receiving play therapy in March. He was taken in December last year, and that's the first sign of support that they've given him. Luckily, I'm the person that I am. So when I was seeing him at Contact, I was trying to give him some tools to help calm him down, a bit of tapping, I am words, because he was talking badly about himself. So I tried to give as much as I could give. I was very limited. And, you know, I mean, I was supposed to have come on here last weekend, but as I was leaving for work, he laid in front of the front door. So I've also had to resign from my job because so it's
self-development, because you're helping your son to develop with self. So what areas do you feel like you're developing while you're on this journey yourself?
Oh, I mean, I was already in a place of developing anyway, but I've definitely got a bit more of a handle on the laws. And although I wouldn't, like Les, I wouldn't give advice on the laws so much, but maybe direct somebody, you know, because I'm not qualified. I don't want to give, like Les says, you don't want to give the wrong advice. And then it's like, well, you told me, blah, blah, blah. So, but I would definitely be somebody that could start that process with another person, because Les has taught me through this journey how I can support other people in this journey. And of course, my abuse, my own trauma, it gives me so many tools. And yeah, they're not going to break me. I'm coming back harder and tougher. And when the time is right, they ain't going to know what hit them.
See, because this is the reason why I ask you that, because I think it's so important for people to understand that everything that happens, we have an opportunity to become better people. We have an opportunity to think better. So when things have happened in my life, it's made me become, is the word introspective. So I just look in at me. And there's been times when I thought, I'm a little bit cold here. I've been affected by how my dad's dealt with me. And I think I'm dealing with my kids. Like, it's almost like there was a time in my life where I kind of looked at youths like what I went through. 15, homeless, had to make my life, make my decisions, move forward, and you could do the same. So I kind of look at youths like, well, when you going to start sorting out, leaving home, getting your place, doing this, doing that? When that's not, you know, they're not really ready for that. You know, a lot of youths, you know, ain't even sorting their room out. Do you know what I'm saying? They ain't cooking. And I think leaving home's about being prepared to do those duties that you do when you're on your own. So I think every young person has to get that help and support to do that. But I was just saying this because I personally had to have some self-development and grow in areas as I've gone through difficulties. That's why I said to you, has there been self-development You know, sometimes I'd be angry too quick about stuff because I saw it in a certain way, and it was a bit like how my dad was. So I had to kind of start talking like how I would talk to youth when I see them at school and reason with them. I would be talking to my own youth like that, to reason with them, to find out what's really going on in your life. How do you feel about this? And that changed my world. So I was more talking about that self-development than sort of outside knowledge about what we learn.
Okay, well, so self-development. So, as I say, you yourself have been like massive support. So you've also introduced me to Isha Johnson, who I have had. I think I'll be on my 7th session with her. She does so. With the court and everything else, there were stipulations for me to do parenting courses, do this, do that. Bearing in mind, also, let me make this clear, I also have 3 elder children, 28, 25 and 20, and my youngest is 6, and I still need parenting skills. Yeah. And they're 3 children that are doing very well in life, but they are, you know, yes, there, as I said to Isha, there's definitely still been a block that I've been trying to put my finger on for a very long time. And she has, well, I think session 2 we nailed the block. We've actually nailed the block. So it's something that I've been able to process when we're not in session and kind of work on that. And I do feel like a weight has been seriously lifted. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm not really a cliche type of person, and I thought I'd done so much work already. I mean, I have, but there was that one niggle still interfering with how I was dealing with life and processes. I'm definitely getting a lot better. I'm so proud of you. My brain is starting to engage before my mouth. Yes. Not always possible.
You'll get there.
I'm so proud of you, Isha.
Thank you. Thank you.
As Isha says, you're a great parent. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, I am, Isha. I am.
So proud of you. I want to thank everyone because we have gone on extra. It's 8:30. I want to thank Isha for her time. She's been absolutely awesome. It's been an absolute pleasure being able to support you, seeing the outcome. You know, the foundation is all about outcomes. And any work that I do, I just want to see people growing, self-development, and any support we can play in that. We've got some great individuals that I've known. Les is somebody that we used to live together. Les, I was homeless. Les allowed me to stay at his.
I've heard some stories.
Yeah, we've got there's brilliant stories. Les knows all about my messed up, topsy-turvy struggle and life, building KPF. You know, just the impossible stuff going on and on for me, but I continue to persevere. So Les does have a lot of stories that he knows about my journey, and he knows I don't really go on about it because I'm not into trying to get back at people and talk about I just want to move forward and keep being productive. It's the best way to get revenge is success. Continue being successful.
I would like to say I am here to support the Cayenne Prince Foundation with whatever you're doing anytime. Please, I'm here. And, you know, I already will promote whatever. And if the guy that was on before, Paul, I didn't really go into much details of my abuse, but I'm here.
Yeah.
And anybody else, really.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlotte, thank you.
There's going to be a big change from Tuesday. Everyone look forward to Tuesday. We've got a big surprise for you, Cayenne's 18th anniversary. We didn't want it to be solemn.
Les, you troublemaker.
On the 18th, I'm messing with 18th of May, Cayenne's anniversary. We want to celebrate his life and what he would have become.
Yes.
And that's what we're gonna do on the 18th. And that's why I weren't gonna do the Sunday live, but I just said let's do it. Do the Sunday live. Keep this thing going because I love you guys. I thank you for coming on board and joining us and spending Sunday evening with
Thanks,
us. I really
everyone.
appreciate everyone.
Thank
Aisha,
you.
you're absolutely
Thank you.
beautiful and awesome. Thank you
Take
so
care,
much.
Aisha.
Take care, guys. Have a great week. Message me as the news goes out, and then you find out what we've been working on for Kyan's anniversary. And God bless you guys. And we catch up soon, very soon. Let's hope we can do the next week's Sunday live and talk with each other again and be in each other's homes. God bless you guys. We love you so much. Take care.
Oh,
Yeah,
Vanessa.
Oh,
Hi, Vanessa.
oh, celebrating together, Marky. Yes, let's celebrate Kyan's life, darling. Respect, you inspire me, Mark. Thank you. Who's this? The Pip, the Pimphony people. God bless you,
Charlotte, I'll give you the number, Charlotte.
Thank you so much, Isha. Your input is so valuable every week. Yeah, God bless you, man. Nice, Norman. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, everyone. We out. Victoria. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, let's play it out, man. Let's play the song out to leave. Oh. We don't know why Instagram's not leaving our stuff on anymore. So you guys ain't been able to. What you do, go on YouTube, subscribe, because we put these onto our YouTube channel, Dr. Mark Prince OBE. Every week we put these on, guys. So please, yeah, just jump in on that. What's that, maroon? There you go.
Look at the rain.
No.
Gosh.
No lovely weather for us. Yeah, I'm going now. Yeah, we do, didn't we?
Yeah.
Come on, get everyone ready. Gotta get out of here. Cheers to the world, to the here, but we're not. Bring back all the memories we've been through, yeah, yeah. Please bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back, yeah. Do, 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 do. Memories bring back, yeah. Do, 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 do. Memories bring back, yo. Hey, hey. Memories. Never leave my memories of my mom, my son, Donna Belafonte. Rest in peace. We love you and we miss you, Donna Belafonte. Take care. God bless you and your family. See you guys.